What's up YouTube, it's your boy Naughty Nef. So today we have a replay of K9 Cyber Dragons going up against Yummy. So we won the rock, paper, scissors. And in the main phase we're going to activate Cyber Emergency. We're going to add Cyber Dragon Core to our hand. Normal Summon Core effect, get Cyber Dark Realm to our hand. Activate Cyber Dark Realm to search for Cyber Dark Chimera. Use Realm effect to normal summon Chimera, and then we're going to link summon into Clockwork Knight. Now, just before we continue, you may be thinking, why did I not activate Jockle effect so that I could establish K9 Ripper as a form of protection? Now, the reason for that is I did have Crossout Designator, so I thought that was pretty fine. Plus, if Core effect got negated, I did have Cyberdark Claw to carry on playing. I guess it's not bad if you activate Jockle effect to get K9 Ripper, but at the same time I did want to use Jockle effect later once I have Clifford Genius on the field to get my searcher. So that's another reason why I did not use Jockle effect yet. But continuing, Clockwork Knight effect, we're going to search for the continuous spell. We'll attempt to, but my opponent does drop the Imper. We're going to activate Crossout Designator and my opponent instantly scoops. At this point, I still don't know what my opponent is playing. And we hop into game number 2. And I thought that my opponent would go first, but he actually made us go first, and I sided in for going second. In our opening hand, we have Crossout Designator, Ghost Bell, Cyberdark Chimera, K9 Jockle, Cyberdark Claw. Opponent has Yummy Surprise, Ash, Ghost Ogre, Sky Striker, Mobilize Engage, and Lollipo Yummy. Alright, so we're going to enter the main phase, activate Cyberdark Claw. We're going to search for Cyberdark Realm. Then activate Cyberdark Realm. My opponent makes a mistake of activating Ghost Ogre now. I correct his mistake. So Cyberdark Realm will continue to resolve, adding Cyberdark Worm because we already have Cyberdark Chimera in our hand. Then I use the effect of Realm, knowing that he has the Ghost Ogre, so he will obviously Ghost Ogre the Cyberdark Realm, but that's no problem. We'll normal summon Chimera. Then we'll link summon into Clockwork Knight. I activate Cyberdark Worm effect, sending Core, special summon himself, but I let my opponent know that Cyberdark Worm does send for cost, so he can't Ash. We're going to get Realm back to our hand. Activate Clockwork Knight to reborn the Chimera. And then I activate Chimera's effect. We're going to search for Power Bond. I activate Power Bond. We're going to fusion summon into Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. We will use the effect of Rampage Dragon to send a copy of Hertz and Nashta. Hertz effect will trigger, get Cyber Dragon to our hand. The reason why I don't add Nashta is because if I get access to Therion King Regulus, we can equip Hertz to Therion King Regulus, and then in the next turn when Hertz goes to grave, it will add back Nashta to our hand. We're going to link summon into Clifford Genius, and now we can activate Jockle effect, revealing itself and Cyber Dragon. Clifford Genius effect will get Therion King Regulus to our hand. Jockle effect, now because I did side out for going second, we don't play Lantern. Here my opponent will activate Ash Blossom, and here I decide just to activate Crossout Designator. We're going to add Azuna to our hand as we're able to continue further summoning bodies onto our field. Then we're going to XC summon into K9 Ripper. We will use K9 Ripper effect. This time I detach Cyber Dragon because we don't play Lantern. We're going to search for a case for K9. Activate a case for K9 to get Azuna, another copy, because now I can activate Azuna since my opponent did activate a monster effect. Azuna effect will send Lupus effect to reborn himself. XC summon into Queen Query effect, detaching Lupus, special summon Cyber Dragon, and then we XC summon into Cyber Dragon Nova. And then I was thinking whether I want to use Nova effect, but then I just settled on summoning Cyber Dragon Infinity, and then using Genius and Query, I link summon into SP. I activate Therion King Regulus, equipping Hertz, and we can simply pass for turn. My opponent does draw into a Cookie Yummy, entering the main phase, and my opponent just scoops. I'm pretty sure he could have tried. Obviously, I assume he's going to start with Mobilize Engage, and I'll probably negate the Kagari with Cyber Dragon Infinity. And then my opponent can normal summon Lolipo, link summon into the link 1. I can probably go Therion King Regulus to negate Snatchy. My opponent can then special summon Cookie. They can Synchro Summon. Synchro Summon may be the effect to add 2. I could go SP to banish the Synchro. And then if it activates the Synchro to Reborn from Grave, I can just go Bell. Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking, hypothetically speaking. Alright, that brings us to the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.